and welcome to Lengro Late Night Live. Look who I've got with me. Say hello, Jax.
Hi, everybody. It's just the two of us today. So, because Sam is working and Amanda is wandering. She's wandering around Wales somewhere. So, who knows where she is?
They have sent some little videos in for us to have a look at as well. But before I show their videos as well, let me bring up some pictures of what we were up to at the weekend. I had a fabulous time. Tell everyone what you did, Jack.
Well, I went up to Brighton to see Claire and the Lengro gang, and we had just a fabulous time. We went on a ghost walk, we drank some wine, we drank some more wine, and then some more wine. No, we had a really, really great time. It was nice catching up with everyone.
In my defence, I did feel as soon as you came out of Brighton Station that you needed to see the Nightingale pub. I'd heard that had some ghostly goings on. It had a beautiful theatre upstairs. In relating to the Lengro gang as well, there, of course, is our sis from another mister. There's Gemma Kyle, and you'll recognise the face on the left as Kirsten. And Kirsten was our in-house counsellor at Lengro magazine, and she still pops in, and she might even pop on a live to say hello as well. And we got very, very wet, didn't we, Jack?
We did. So we have to give a big shout out to I forgot what they're called, a socialite. Socialite, that's it. They were at a fabulous bar, and we were soaking wet. They brought us in, they gave us blankets, they made us cocktails, they brought us some chips. They really looked after us, and the music was great, and it was brilliant, wasn't it? It was really good.
Do come down to Brighton, guys. Then in Brighton Lanes, off of East Street, you will find an amazing bar and restaurant that's called Socialite. Make sure that you get down there, say hello, say that you know the Lengro gang. They'll probably throw you out, but we even went, didn't we, to the
went to the Ivy, yes, with Honeybee.
We did, and she had a chocolate bomb that looked absolutely gorgeous. So we'd also like to thank the Ivy as well. They really did treat us like superstars. But we were working, and I've got proof. Look.
Yes, there he is.
Yep. But tell us with this.
Yeah, we went on a ghost hunt around Brighton, and we found out lots of really interesting things. But we can't give anything away because it's going to be on our paranormal show that Mitch and Amanda are going to present, and hopefully in a few weeks' time.
Absolutely. And as you can see, this gentleman in between us is the lovely Rob from Ghost Walks of Brighton. He told us some very ghostly tales indeed. And you can also book with him for Brighton Ghost Walks as well. So if you come down to Brighton, they meet outside the Druid's Head. We won't tell any secrets, but I have today as well sent them many videos to Mitch Jenkins, who's going to be editing them for our next paranormal show. Lots of people are on. Should we say hello to people?
Yes. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Gracie, Michelle Hayes, Sarah Mann, Kirsten Ford, Claire Roy, and Sammy. Sammy's in the house. Hi, Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, how are you doing? She keeps me in order. And of course, the lovely Leslie Anthony is there. So
hi, Leslie.
We are the Lengro magazine show come live. Of course, you can ask Leslie Anthony, who runs my Bella Bean gemstone shop with me, any questions you like about gemstones as well. So I'm going to take us off for just a moment and show you a video of what the others have been up to. So Jack, I'll take you off first. Let me just find the video. We've got some messages from Amanda Waring to see where Waring is wandering at the moment. So this is number one. Take a look at this.
So here's a lovely story. I'm just sitting here in the Snowdonia National Park, and on this rock is this beautiful inscription. And it says, "In memory of Frank and Iris, together forever, back where it all began." There's a little plant there. Isn't that so romantic? Oh, to have that eulogy, that remembrance here of the rock by this incredible lake. I mean, it feels so out of this world. I feel so blessed to be here. I really do. mean, you can't help but feel, oh, like it takes your breath away when you look at the mountains and you look at the rocks and then the water, and it could be just me, but I think I found another patch of heaven on earth, and I hope my sharings with you inspire you and give you some soul upliftment too. Lots of love.
Oh, I love that woman. So that's,
I feel so calm now, don't you?
I do. That's where Wearing has been wandering. And before I forget, there is one more video that I'm going to play while I find my notes for the pictures of what's coming up as well, Jack. So let me play one more video from Amanda Wearing. We love her. She's not live with us tonight, but she has left us with a little something else to look at. Take a look at this, guys.
So this is where I am in magical Wales, on the Isle of Anglesey, looking at that incredible view. The sea is warm, I've just been in. There's an incredible lighthouse at the back there, and my favourite forest all the way down to the sea edge, and it's not too crowded. This is sheer bliss as the sun comes out.
We're back, don't worry, we are back, and I've got my list of things as well. So yes, welcome to Lengro Late Night Live. It is Wednesday the 23rd of June, and we are so happy to have you here with us, guys. So we have filmed the paranormal show. There is more trouble to come though, isn't there? Because when Lengro goes on the road, do you want to tell the viewers we are going up to see Amanda? Where are we going to again?
So we're going to West Sussex, to Pulborough, and we're going to go and visit Amanda. And well, we might do a late night live on Saturday, all of us together, because Mitch is going to be there and Sam's coming up. So that's going to be really exciting.
That's going to be so exciting. So if you do live in the Pulborough area, you will be able to do a meet and greet with some of the Lengro family. If you're in that area and you want to know the details, do inbox us and we will let you know. But not only that, not only did we have the paranormal weekend, it was also Father's Day at the weekend, wasn't it, Jack? And you got some to share with us about that, haven't you?
Yep. So we got a bit of celebrity news here with Father's Day. And have we got David Beckham?
We have. Well, I've got David Beckham right here.
We always like a bit of David Beckham, don't we?
David Beckham. I'm just looking for David right now. David, where are you? You can run, but you can't hide.
You can find him on the beach. He's on the beach.
I've got him on the beach.
There he is. So Victoria posted this gorgeous picture of David and daughter Harper dancing on the beach on Father's Day. And David said the favourite part of his life is being a dad. Oh, don't you love a man who's a great dad? That's just...
I do. I wouldn't want him to be my dad though, but he's gorgeous, isn't he? Absolutely gorgeous, and he's a good dad as well.
Oh, and here's Kevin Bacon, and he spent Father's Day with the newest member of the family, little Ricky, whose mum Lucy was rescued by the family a few months ago. They didn't actually realise she was pregnant until little Ricky popped out. So that's how he spent his Father's Day.
Oh, it's nice to see him without a phone in his hand.
Yeah.
Isn't it? If you can hear the noise in the background, Jack has got some dogs that are being rather noisy tonight, but they are safe and no animals are being harmed during the showing of the Lengro live show. Let's carry on because we've got lots of things to show. Let's have a little look. I can do this one. Let's have a look. Now, this guy is one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys remember him. Let us know if you do. Look at him.
Oh, that's the crocodile hunter. So Bindi Irwin, his daughter, paid tribute to her dad, Steve, who died tragically in 2006 when he was pierced in the chest by a stingray barb. That was tragic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But she said, my dad taught me the importance of strength when standing up for what I believe in and to have empathy for all living beings. And I think we've got another picture of Bindi with her baby. I can't believe she's all grown up and has a baby.
Let me just find that picture because it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think he'd be so proud, wouldn't he, of his children and how well they've done.
Because they all work at the Australia Zoo, the zoo that his family started up, and that he was so passionate about. So his wife Terry there, she works there, and his son Robert, who's also a photographer. But Bindi actually named her baby Grace Warrior Irwin Powell after her dad.
Oh,
So,
how lovely. How
yeah.
absolutely lovely. I'm having trouble sourcing that particular picture at the moment. I fear that I may have taken it out, but I do have another lovely picture right here as well. Take a look if you recognize this young lady with her dad.
That's a very, very, yeah, that's my lovely dad who passed away a few years ago, 9 years ago. And yeah, we always do miss him every Father's Day, but he was amazing, my dad. He was my rock, and when I was younger, if I was ill, I'd go to my dad. He was always there for me, always there for the family. So it's a terrible, terrible loss when he passed. But we celebrate him on Father's Day. So it's not a sad occasion.
How do you guys celebrate Father's Day? Is it something that makes you feel sad, or do you hold on to the happy memories? Now, I'm 49, not afraid to say it. When I was 21, my lovely dad died. When I was 16 years of age, this is me and him as well.
Oh.
Look, I've still got that top, I think. One of my many hairstyles I had, but my father was a very kind man as well. Aren't we lucky to have our dads? Or hopefully if you don't have a dad, then you've got a father figure.
But the strange thing is both our dads died of pancreatic cancer.
I know.
So, it's bizarre, isn't it?
We have many weird twinny things going on. You and I, we really, really do. Okay, so going on as well, this was brought on by something that Rose Pierce posted earlier on today, and this woman is absolutely incredible. So just if you want a bit of inspiration on how to live your life, guys, and if you've gone through hard times, just have a little look at this woman, and Jack will tell you all about her.
Yeah, so I saw Rose put her post up today, and so I thought I wanted to find out about this woman. And her name's Nadia Nadeem. She's 33. She's born in Afghanistan, but her mum and her 4 sisters had to flee the country because her dad got executed by the Taliban when she was 11 years old. So what the family did was they thought they're going to escape to London because they had some relatives in London. So they forged some passports and went to Italy. And there they got on a truck, which they thought was going to England, but it turned out they got chucked off in Denmark. So they had to set up home there, and that's where Nadia considers home, to be Denmark. But then when she was there, she started playing football professionally. She scored almost 200 goals and made her Champion League debut in 2012. Then after that, she went to medical school to train to be a doctor. She said she loves taking on new challenges. She also has learned to speak 9 languages. And she said her goal in life is to be the best in everything she does. Well, that's just really inspirational, isn't it? What a great role model.
Guys, do you know what? No matter what hardships you've been through in life, reading something like that just really makes you realize, what you can get through as well. We've got a lovely message here from Jules Child as well. It wasn't all wine drinking and ghost hunts for us, but Jules Child's brother, Bob, has a bench. His ashes are scattered in the Brighton bandstand underneath. And we went and visited Bob's bench, and you say thank you so much for going there. It was amazing to see you both there, and it definitely brought Bob closer to me indeed. If there is somewhere special in our areas that you'd like us to visit, tell everybody not exactly what street you live in, Jack, but tell people sort of the vicinity that you're in without giving too much away in case there's any.
Well, I live in a little village in Hertfordshire, it's near Welling. It's a beautiful little village. And I don't know what else is there to say. There's not a lot here. There's a few pubs, but it's very green.
Well,
and
you have got Lewis Hamilton went to the same school as your kids, and you've got that.
He went to the same school as my kids. Yeah, I did nearly run him over at one stage.
And you got the geezer
running in the road.
You got the geezer from EastEnders as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Max Branning, who lives just down the road from me, and Kim Wilde used to live here as well. Her family still live here. She went to the same school as my husband.
I love Kim Wilde. I really, really do. Now, at least our weekend didn't end like this.
No. So hold on. I'm looking for that page. Where are we? Hold on. It's coming. I can't see where I put that now. Anyway, that's Thelma and Louise, and they were celebrating 30 years. Can you believe it? 30 years together, and they created their scene together, the kissing scene at the end.
Yeah.
And they said that the minute they sort of met each other, they just clicked straight away, and they're lifelong friends. But yeah, 30 years since Thelma and Louise.
You're making me feel old. Actually, if you do catch sight of your local cinema now that they're back open in Brighton at the Odeon, they're actually showing Thelma and Louise on the big screen as well. So should we have a little look at what they look like now?
Yeah.
Age, shall we? Wow.
They still look amazing, don't they?
They look absolutely incredible. They really, really do. Somebody else that's an absolute inspiration to me as well is this woman who I think looks better with age. Here we go.
Oh, Meryl Streep. She was 72 yesterday. Can you believe it? And she's been called the best actress of her generation. She's won 3 Academy Awards, 9 Golden Globe Awards. And people said they just love working with her because she's so easy to work with and she's a great personality. But what I want to ask the viewers is, what is your favourite Meryl Streep film?
Oh, I can answer mine. And
yeah.
What you expect. If you haven't seen it, have a look on Netflix or Google where you can watch it. My favourite Meryl Streep film is Bridges of Madison County.
I knew you were going to say that. What a great film. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I love that film. I've seen it so many times. But my favourite is actually Mamma Mia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love her in Mamma Mia. And there's been so many. There's Out of Africa, Kramer versus Kramer. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice, Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, so many.
She's absolutely incredible. And I think she's probably one of the best proper actresses of our time. But if you want a bit of sleaze, and we all like to read a bit of a sleazy book as well, don't we? Then we've got this lady here, of course, Jackie Collins.
Yeah, well, my screen is frozen, but I will tell you about Jackie Collins. Can you still see me?
You haven't frozen. We can still see you, and you're talking, and it's all great.
Right, well, I don't know what I look like or anything, so I'm just going to keep talking. So Lady Boss, the Jackie Collins story, is coming to a cinema near you for one night only on Thursday, the 1st of July at 6:30. It's being live streamed from the Curzon in Mayfair, hosted by Mariella Fostrop, with the Collins family in attendance, including Joan, of course. Jackie was the first author to write about women who behaved like men. And her motto was, girls can do anything.
Yes. Well, because we've got some male support as well. Girls can do anything. Boys can do anything. We can all do what we want if we believe in ourselves. And I can't stop thinking about that wonderful woman with her family who speaks 11 languages. What was her name again?
Her name was Nadia Nadim.
Right. Well, I mean, she needs to get some sort of noteworthy thing for being an ambassador for making the most of your life as well. Now, somebody keeps commenting called Frankie Payne, who we know rather well. I might just happen to have a picture of Frankie Payne, but why would I have that picture, Jack?
Because it is National Smile Month. And we asked the viewers to let us know what makes them smile. So Frankie sent us in a picture of her in the sun because she said, the sun shining makes her smile.
I'm just looking for Frankie's picture. Hold on.
While you're looking for that, Pat Taylor said that she has a lot to smile about because last month her eldest son got engaged to his long-term girlfriend, and he also got a first-class honours in engineering. So she's a very proud mother.
Congratulations. There's nothing better. And I think as a mother or father, you always take more pride when your children do well in life, isn't it? It's like when you become a mother, I get more enjoyment out of buying my children clothes than I do myself as well. But here she is. We can meet one of our followers. Look, there is Frankie. Love the legs, Frankie. You're a Sagittarius. See, Sagittarians have great legs. And there's Frankie's great smile as well. We did try to interview some people in Brighton about smiling, didn't we? But they did not want to play ball at all. So what makes you smile, guys, as well? My grandkids make me smile, says Claire Kerr. And Michelle Hayes says, Pat, that is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. Go on then, Jack. What's a moment in life that makes you smile?
Well, have you got that little picture? This picture made me smile this week.
Okay, let's make sure that I go to the right one. Give me a clue.
Baby dear.
Oh, beautiful. I like your link too. Well done.
Well, I can't see if you get the picture up because I can't. My whole screen's frozen. But
it was up looking very cute. Those
baby deer and a baby raccoon. I saw this and this made me smile.
Absolutely gorgeous. We love an animal picture, don't we, at Lengro? I'm just trying to see.
Do you want to talk about astrology for a little while I go off and come back on again?
Yeah, let me take you off. There we go. Let me bring the comments up. Let's have a little bit of a chat about what is happening astrologically. Bear with me, guys, while I get that, because Jack has been pushed off. Because, of course, the planet Mercury is no longer retrograde. He is direct. We love that he's direct, but we also have a full moon happening tomorrow. The full moon that's happening tomorrow is in Capricorn. We like that. Mercury's finally direct, so it's going to be easier for us to move forward. The full moon tomorrow is at 3 degrees of Capricorn. So personal problems, especially in the home, if there are any, will come to a head. Check your emotions and realize that what you feel, you'll be saying to those around you. Any lies will be seen through, so be warned. And it may be worth remembering our manners tomorrow too, as the truth is out there for all to see. Now, what does a full moon represent for you guys? It represents hard work when it's in Capricorn, sensibility, and emotions. That's everything that comes to a head. You can expect your boss to be stricter. You can expect to have to work harder, but rewards come if you can do what is needed. You may find yourself questioning your career, your job, definitely your finances as well. If you've been overspending, tomorrow is the day that you'll be feeling guilty about it. But remember, guys, full moons are like ripping off a plaster. We get to see what's going on underneath. What about Jupiter? Jupiter's retrograde as well until October the 18th. And Jupiter represents growth as well, how we grow. So it's about planning for the future in where we're going and how we're going to do it as well. Do you celebrate a full moon? Are you going to be charging your crystals? And are you going to be using the full moon to bring to the surface what you felt too fragile or too unsure to do before? I'm going to be live tomorrow night as well on here, giving readings and telling you what the full moon means for your individual star sign as well. Let's see if we can bring Jack back now. Let's see if she's still... Actually, I should do that, shouldn't I, to...
Oh, dear.
You're moving absolutely fine for that. Leslie Anthony, of course, has got all the advice for you on charging your gemstones. If you want to know what gemstone is best for you to use for any issues that you've got, then comment in the box, please, guys. And Leslie will help you out. And if she doesn't answer on this live, she can privately inbox you as well. Claire Kerr, you're a Taurian. You love the moon, especially when it's full. Well, because it's in a fellow earth sign, it will be especially powerful for you. So depending on what a full moon is in, it's in Capricorn, that's an earth sign, you're an earth sign. It will really motivate and speed you along. But manners kind of go out the window as well. I know quite a few nurses, Jack, and they always say that the hospitals go crazy at times of full moons. Have you had any crazy goings on? And also, if you're one of our followers who have, then please do comment about anything crazy or strange that's happened on your full moon.
My dogs go crazy at time of full moon. Yeah, when I let them out, they want to go out in the middle of the night, and then they howl and they go mad. Yeah. Do you look out for the werewolf, but I never see anything. So,
do you guys have animals that go crazy at the full moon as well? Because of course, the full moon doesn't affect us just tomorrow; it'll affect us a few days before and a few days afterwards as well. If you have just joined us for the first time, you're watching Lengro Late Night Live, one of the many shows that we do on here. We also have a website, clairepetulengro.tv. It's home to my oils, my zodiac scrolls, my gemstone shop, my online courses. What else is there? You can buy my tarot cards on there. You can buy the one of the many books that I've written. You can even buy a charging plate so that you can charge your crystals, not just when there's a full moon as well. Okay, so here's Rose Pierce. Let me give her some grief as well. Rose Pierce, who is an organic hairdresser at Waters Hairstylist in Brighton, made me go to the gym. She bought me a gift of a gym voucher in December, and it took me until June to go. And there's a gym in Brighton, guys, called Encore Gym. And I've got a little photograph of the guys at the gym. This is the amazing Alex Backhouse who owns it. And the reason I was late, and you were so kind, my private members, is that I was training at this gym. And I've got to tell you, I don't know what you will do to blow off steam. I love to go out with the girls for a nice glass of wine, but there is nothing to be said for taking time for yourself to make yourself stronger and fitter. And I may cry on the way there, but I've never not come out feeling truly, truly motivated. And there's Rose. Look, there you go, Rose. Get you back now. That is Rose lifting some very heavy weights. And she actually gets up, Jack, at 5 in the morning to the gym. That has got to be motivation. What do our Lengro followers do that's purely for them? I want us all to do something selfish this week that's just about us. Jack, I'm going to come to you first. What are you going to do that's completely selfish this week?
Oh gosh, I don't know what. Not cook anybody any dinners.
Like the sound.
Make their own dinners this week, maybe.
That's it. Go on strike. Absolutely. Yeah. Go on strike. I think you should as well. He says with Rose Pierce, that is dedication.
Well, we were supposed to see Rose when I came to Brighton, but unfortunately she couldn't make it. But we are doing a special trip with Rose to Dublin soon, when we can.
We are.
Yeah, because we've got some viewers that want to do a meet and greet. So so we're going to go off to Dublin.
Now, because you never come on the screen, could you just come and say hello? I can't talk to you off screen and do a live as well. Come on. Come on. She wants to say something. She saw Rose today. Do we like Rose?
Yeah.
We love Rose. And even when she causes mum pain by making her go to the gym. How much better do I feel for going to the gym? Good. I do. I'm walking on air when I come home, aren't I? So Lucy, my daughter here, you don't often get to see her on screen. Why don't we get to see you on screen, Lou?
Because I'm tired. Because
I don't think you don't understand.
So we don't get to see her much on screen. She's like the one in the Osbournes, the daughter that you don't get to see much of.
But Lucy likes Primark, doesn't she?
Do you like Primani?
It's Primark.
Primani. Oh yeah, Lucy does like Primark. I like.
We've got a little picture of some new jeans that have come out in Primark.
Oh, Lou, have a little look at this and tell us how you rate this. Look, have a little look. Would you wear these?
No.
So these are very special jeans because they're only £15, but they're made from recycled plastic bottles.
No way.
Yeah, because like sustainability has been like really big news, hasn't it, since the pandemic? So more and more of the stores are sort of bringing out brands like H&M, creating like ethically sourced products. So so how they do this, they recycle the plastic bottles collected from the ocean, grind them down into fibres to make the clothing. And they've got a range of these styles from sizes 4 to 20. So for £15, I mean, that's not bad, is it? It's a good way to recycle your plastic.
And also at Lengro magazine is all, we've always been great advocates of recycling, of saving the planet. And going back to Rose Pierce as well, we were at the Brighton Palace Pier
We're going to recycle Rose.
We're recycling Rose, that's right. We were talking to this guy that we met when everyone was watching the football, and he was saying about being healthy. We were talking about the gym. You remember him, don't you, honey? And he was saying how good he was because he loved eating watermelon. We were talking about, and I was saying how Lou comes home with a big watermelon, and he was like, no, I prefer it when it's all cut up. And I buy it ready-made. And Rose was straight away, no, because she's a great environmentalist. And she said, you're then adding plastic to the mix as well by buying it in its plastic packaging. So I think we will have to do some things as well. And we'll have to get Rose on board for it as well about making everybody aware, because this guy had no idea that by buying the easy version of watermelon with the plastic fork in the plastic container, that he wasn't doing his bit for the environment. And I think that's more important now, more than ever, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. There is so much plastic, isn't there, when you go to the supermarket? There's plastic wrapped in plastic, and it's unbelievable.
Rose is probably lying in a bubble bath right now, if I know her, after a full day. But Rose, what would be your top tips that you'd want to comment for saving the planet as well? Michelle Hayes says she recycles a lot. Jules Child says that's brilliant. The jeans, the sustainability, they look good. And hopefully they're comfy as well. Steve Burns, good point. We have too much plastic and everything that we buy contains plastic as well.
Even the tea bags, like I've sort of swapped tea bags now to PG because they don't use plastic in their in their tea bags. So many of the tea bags. Our favourite, Earl Grey, they still use plastic in their tea bags.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, they really, really do. Frankie Payne, of course, works in nursing, don't you, Frankie? She's got to go to sleep now. Does that mean you're on a very early morning shift? Will you guys stay with us, because we've also got a special message from one of the Lengro family who's couldn't join us tonight. We've got a little word from Sam Earl, and because I was at the gym earlier, I don't even know what it says. So let's hope that she's kept it clean. Let me make sure. Oh, hold on a second. You might have to cover me while I actually.
Well, I think Sam's message was actually she wanted to know where Amanda was, but we've already just found out where Amanda was. So because Sam couldn't be with us, she was just wondering, because last time we found Amanda at a pub when she was asking, she was asking the viewers to guess the colour of the man's pants that he was wearing to get a free reading with you. And he was very kind, wasn't he? He was very, open to it. But he said, you need to get the style right as well. I think it was Sammy Norcott who guessed the colour and the style of pants. So Amanda gets up to all sorts.
She did, and she gave her reading away, and then the person she gave it away to, I don't think ever contacted me for it.
I think we scared him off.
I think we did scare them off, indeed. So I can only imagine what's going to happen. I tell you what we could do while we're on the live alone tonight, and we don't have Sam and we don't have Amanda on the show. Why don't we just run a little poll and we can count the votes? Why don't we get you guys to vote what you would like us to get Amanda to do for you live when we go and visit her? We've also got Mitch Jenkins as well. It can be a dare, it could be something she's got to say to somebody, or something she's got to ask somebody, but we'll be there filming it, so we will make sure that she does it, because Amanda's pretty game, isn't she?
She is. She'll do anything. You just tell her not to do something and she'll do it. So yeah, she'll be definitely up for the challenge.
Oh, yeah, come on, Steve Burns. Then what would be the dare that you would want Amanda Waring to take on for the Lengro team? She'd definitely take one for the team, and she's absolutely,
yeah, she is lovely.
Yeah, and she works so hard. I don't think many people realize how much end of life care that Amanda Waring does. She may have been an actress, on Casualty in the West End, on stage and screen, but she's also, as well as doing ceremonies, she does some very sad work. She trains nurses, does our Amanda Waring, in how to care for people at the end of their life, and she's often seen round people's bedsides singing to them and helping them as they pass on to go with a smile on their face as well. So she's also got a book out, The Art of Caring, I think it's called, and you can find that on my website to buy as well. And I think she's even given the proceeds to a charity as well at the moment. She's absolutely amazing. Okay, so sorry, Arthur, say hello to Arthur, because Arthur's watching. And I think
Arthur's still awake. How is he now? Is his sleeping routine any better, Lydia? Are you getting any rest? Let us know.
Whether Lydia puts Lengro Late Night Live on to make Arthur fall
make him fall asleep. Yeah.
Okay, so James Charles, I quite like that one, but I'm not sure whether it's coronavirus friendly. Are you?
But Stephen Burns says she could dress up as the nun character.
We could get her to dress up as a nun.
Yeah.
Ooh, come on, guys. Listen, I would like you to comment, right, what dares you would like Amanda Waring to do when we go on the 3rd of July to go and stay the night with her, with Sam Earl and Mitch Jenkins. And while we read your comments, what do you think to a bit of music, if it works? What do you think? Shall we have a little look? Hold on a second. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I might have to leave us on in order for the music to be heard for some reason.
Shall I just tell them who it is?
Absolutely. You introduce.
Okay, so this is the lovely Amy P, who was on our show last year. I interviewed her in the Lengro magazine. She's a singer-songwriter, and she managed to finish writing and recording her album that she was talking about during lockdown. And this is her current single called Walk Away. So it's available on all digital platforms. You can follow her on Instagram at Amy P Music and Amy P on Facebook. So yeah, have a listen.
walk away now. Nothing else left to say now.
Wow.
That's really catchy, isn't it?
It reminds, well, Honey was bopping away behind the laptop. Joanne Ripper says a very catchy song. It reminds me of a Bananarama song that Bananarama would do. It's got that kind of vibe from the 90s, hasn't it?
Well,
So
she's got lots more. She's got lots more songs just like it. You know, I'm sure we can get her on here to sing one live.
I think we have to. So could you tell everybody, please, Jack, where they can find Amy and where they can download her music from?
So you can follow her on Instagram at Amy P Music, Amy P on Facebook, and she said that it's her singles available on all digital platforms. So
absolutely love that. So I've got some top things that we've been told here, and then I've got a question for our audience as well. Hannah says, I think a dare could be, for Amanda this is, to draw a picture using only a pen with her teeth and to draw Claire with her teeth. We can definitely get her to do that on a live next week anyway. With her
she'll be live on Saturday, so we can get her to do it on Saturday.
Yeah, that could be something for Saturday night as well. Dress up as a nun, somebody else said, and then sing the sound of music in an open space or park.
She would definitely do that.
Yeah, and my cousin Deb, who also, by the way, Deb, you have to record a song for us. It's got to be one of your own if we're going to play it. Otherwise, we get our videos taken down. You've got to sing a song for us that we can play. My cousin Deb has got the most incredible voice as well that you've ever heard. And I would love to show you all of her music, because in a Romy Gypsy family, singing, playing music, is all part of our culture. That's what we do, because of course traveling around, we entertained ourselves, we often mix with our own family because we're moving around so much, and Deb's voice is just absolutely
so when you were like moving around a lot and singing, what exactly happened when you started singing though, Claire?
People thought I was on a chain gang when I did not have my cousin at Deb's talent, not at all. So sent 290 stars. Thank you for sending the stars, Steve. Of course, you can send stars to support Lengro magazine. I haven't put the banner up tonight purely because I'm multitasking with lots of other things. Michelle Hayes, you say that you love singing. What do you like at singing? That's what I want to know. But I have got another question I wanted to ask tonight. It's quite an interesting topic. Now, I didn't choose my profession that I do. I was born into it, but I'm one of the lucky ones in that if I had a choice of any career in the world, I wouldn't change what I do for all the tea in China. My job is not a job. To me, it's a lifestyle. But what about you guys? What do you do, and what did you want to do when you were growing up, or what would be your dream job as well? Comment away, but also to add a little bit of magic for me to the mix, I'd like you to comment your star sign as well. And we're going to have a little look to see how different the job that you are doing is to the job that you want to do. Why? Because now that Mercury is no longer direct astrologically, it's a chance for us to actually catch our dreams and to run with them. If you shoot for the stars, shoot for the sky, you'll land amongst the stars. Sorry, been a long day. I want to know what everybody is thinking on that one. Michelle Hayes says, me and my fiance at the karaoke made the whole pub sing with us. Sounds like Michelle might have wanted to be a singer. Is there a career for her in that? She says she's okay at singing as well. I want to know what her song would be, don't you? What would our song be, Jack? Can you guys think of a Lengro song for the Lengro family? What do you think our song would be? And maybe I'll have
we did have a song, didn't we, when we first started? What was the song? Oh, Nothing's Going to Stop Us.
That was, but the thing is, you used to send me songs every week that I would play when I was getting ready, and it stopped. What happened to my weekly song? Oh, because it was in the hard copy of the magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had a video every week, didn't I, in the magazine? But I think Jem actually came on and sang that song, didn't she?
She does. In fact, we need to get Jem on singing as well. But often when we play certain songs, our videos
off
down. Yeah, they do. We have to have original songs as well. But I do hear, because it's lovely to have a bit of live music on the show, that Amanda Waring's son, Ben, who is a very talented and up-and-coming already famous to many, musician. He's got a new song out, so I'm going to try and get a hold of it for this Saturday night as well, if he will allow it, which I'm sure he would for the Lengro ladies, don't you think?
Yeah.
So listen, do comment and tell us what job you do and what job you'd want to do, and also your star sign as well, please. Come on, be brave. Michelle must have a good voice because she sings Adele. I wouldn't even attempt to sing Adele.
Oh my God, no. Oh, look, Claire Kerr says, I wanted to be a nurse. Oh, hang on. There's 2 messages here. I wanted to be a nurse, but I worked in 2 schools, kitchen and classrooms. I have how do you say that? Fibromyalgia and ME. Had to stop working many years before I had planned, and she's a Taurus.
Okay. Actually, Taurians are very well known for working with food. Some of the top chefs, I mean, even David Beckham likes cooking. He never used to be able to cook very well. Then he became friends with Gordon Ramsay, didn't he? But Taurians are very good working around food as well. Wanted to be a nurse. So worked in 2 schools in the kitchen. I think for you, it's got to be something that's about giving love to other people, or doing something that gives other people pleasure. So it can't be anything that is where people are necessarily in pain or anything like that, but about helping people when they're on the up, for any Taurian as well. If you've got any suggestions for Claire there as well, then do share and do comment. You know, this is for you to comment on as well. So Joanne Ripper, have a look at that one, Jack.
Oh, when I left school, I wanted to look after animals, and she's a Sagittarius.
Oh, that is so lovely. You know, Sagittarians, when they're growing up, they often swap lots of careers and then go back to what was their passion later in life. So never say never, because Sagittarians so often return to what their dreams were when they were young as well. Have you got a whole farmyard of animals in your house as well to make up for not looking after animals professionally? Let's have a look. What has Lydia Hunt say?
Yep, Lydia says, I'm a Pisces, I am mum, and I would love to be a receptionist, but I'm going to college when Arthur's going to nursery.
Oh, absolutely lovely. Pisceans are very dramatic. They can handle a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. They're very good at looking after people that have addictions. They've also got this great empathy to them as well, because it's the most psychic sign in the zodiac. So I would say that just being a receptionist would, you know, you're not using all of your talents. Actually, you should be a PR for somebody, a personal assistant for somebody very big and very powerful. How about that, Lydia? Let's have a little. Hey, maybe it should be your PR, Jack. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm a Pisces as well, so
yeah, there you go. Well, you are kind of my PR when Sammy's not around, aren't you?
Yes, and Sammy wanted to be a nurse. She started training, did half of it and loved it, but got pregnant with her daughter. Now she's social media, so different. Yeah, and she's a Libra.
Well, I don't know, because I don't know if many of you know or not, but Sammy does deal with my social media. She always makes sure that everything's as it should be and correct on the pages. And that is kind of nursing Claire Petulengro, though, isn't it? So,
I think Sammy would make a great nurse, don't you?
Oh, I think she'd make an absolutely incredible nurse. Let me ask you a question, Sammy. Would you ever go back to doing any form of nursing if you had the space and time, or when the children are grown? Is that still a dream that you've got? Because actually Librans have a lot to do with law courts, and also to do with the healthcare professions as well. That's 2 jobs you can often guess that a Libran would be in. I want to know the answer to that, Sammy. Go on then, Michelle Hayes.
Okay, I'm good at teaching kids how to sing. My stepdaughter won a competition as I coached her.
Fantastic. Can you teach a gypsy that can't sing, when most gypsies can, how to sing when they're old as well? I don't know whether you can do anything.
Actually, I heard you singing in Brighton. I don't know whether you remember, Claire, but we were all singing, and you've got quite a good voice. I don't know why you're saying that. You do.
Well, like I said, jazz and blues would be my thing, but you never know. You never know. For me, it was the Wilson Phillips song, Hold On.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
And I don't care. I actually printed out the words to it as well recently, so I could actually sing along to it and not have to make up the words in between as well.
Did you have the album?
Well, I can play any song on my phone, so it's definitely on my phone. But I
Because I remember when it first came out, I think I had the album, but I think he only did one, didn't they? And then
I was living in America when the song came out. So for me, when I played it, it was like 19, on my own, living in New York, and it was a really powerful ballad. So I think it evokes my independence that I found as a young woman about being able to do whatever you want. Yes, you just described to a T, says Lydia. So Sammy says within a heartbeat as well. So we need to all encourage Sammy then, as the kids start to grow up in years to come, to keep that nursing link in, because I think that she would be an absolute asset to the medical profession, don't you?
It's really interesting to see how many people have gone back to what they wanted to do in childhood. I really, really wanted to write, but I never did it. So then I was always done secretarial work and PA work, and they got married and had kids and things like that, and now gone back to it, and I absolutely love it. So it'd be interesting to see how many people have gone back to their childhood dream.
Well, actually, I happen to know, Jac Tyler, that you have gone back to the profession that you wanted, because you are currently writing something which I won't say if you don't want me to, but am I allowed to say the NOVEL word?
Yes, you can say that word, yeah.
Jac Tyler is writing a novel, guys. So stay tuned. There is no timing on it yet, but let me say I've had some sneak peeks and I'm absolutely hooked. So you better stay going back to your children as well. Love what Lydia Hunt says. Let's have a little look.
I never let anything stop me. I've been through a lot, but nothing will ever stop me. That's brilliant, Lydia. Don't let anything ever stop you, because that's great.
Can we just say Lydia Hunt is packing with a small baby because she's moving house soon. So please could you comment, and Debs, you can comment, my cousin as well, because Romany's are very good at moving a lot. So do you have any top tips, any of you, for when you're moving house? I know that you've got to keep the kettle, the tea bags and the cups in a little box ready to go in first. So my cousin Deb says, Patsy Cline, Crazy, is a well-known song that Romany's always sing. Did you know that from being young, they learn Crazy? They do, they learn Patsy Cline. And my mum, when she was with Aunt Daisy as well, Debs, used to sing The Autumn Leaves. I grew up singing The Autumn Leaves. And actually, I was taught to sing a song when I was a kid. We all had to have a party piece, and my party piece, I bet you still sing this, Debs, was Summertime, the jazz song Summertime, and I think lots of the family did as well. Lots of musicians, and of course in our family as well, they will learn, lots of them, to play the accordion. And if you've never seen somebody play the accordion, it's the most romantic, skillful, difficult, incredible thing to see as well. Debs, have a word with the family and see if you can send some footage of one of our lot playing the accordion, if you can, as well. Let's have a look. Great, you have picked up your pen or keyboard again, Jac. Yeah, what is it when you write, Jac? Do you just write sort of longhand, shorthand, or you just?
I used to. When I was doing the stories for Lengro magazine, I used to always write everything out and then type it. But now that I'm doing this, I'm just typing it, and it comes to me much easier and quicker when I'm typing it.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, when Jac was down, get your phone for a moment, Jac. If you got your phone there, when I send a text message, I use my thumb, and I will do this with my thumb. Jac, show them how you text.
I text like this with my finger. I do a real mum texting thing. I can't do it with my thumbs. But I think it's because I learned to type, so I can't just do it with my thumbs. Like when you learn to type, you use all your fingers. So just doing it with your thumbs just doesn't feel right.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Could you read Claire Kerr? That's lovely to hear.
To me, I now have found my calling. I'm an advocate for the No More campaign in ending domestic violence, sexual assault. I use my social media to get the message out there, and she's a Taurus. That's really important, isn't it?
We will have to follow you, Claire Kerr. Well done as well for standing up for domestic violence. That's something we've talked a lot about in Lengro magazine over the year as well, that we did it. Do you know what? Michelle Hayes says it's so stressful moving. I love moving. I think, because I grew up with a mother that loved to move as well. I think it's absolutely an adventure. Lydia Hunt says, I would love to write my life story. My mother wanted to write her life story, and she's dyslexic. So I sat down with her and wrote a book, The Girl in the Painted Caravan, that went to #1 on the Sunday Times bestsellers list. It's with Pam Macmillan, that I even wrote the sequel for her, Caravans and Wedding Bands. So if us gypsies can do it, Lydia, then get writing, because dreams can become a reality, but only if you start to take that first step forward, okay?
Oh, I think if I wrote my life story, I'd be still writing it till I was about 110, wouldn't I? So much has happened.
I'll tell you what you can do for us, guys. If you want to go on YouTube and have a look what videos you can find of the Pecha Lengros with music, there's some really, really old videos of them singing as well. And you may find some of the lovely Pecha Lengro family that sing professionally. One of our relations as well, I think they were on Britain's Got Talent as well. Michelle Hayes says, I love Jack's
Oh,
so
thank you, Michelle.
and let me assure you, she is beautiful inside and out. 4 fingers is Michelle Hayes, and 1 finger is Claire Kerr as well.
I'm with you there, Claire.
On your team, she texts like you, and so does Joanne Ripper as well. I get it, Jack. I was a speed typist. You're showing your age now, Leslie, because Jack, we were talking about shorthand, that we could do some shorthand, but I think I've forgotten most of how to do it as well. Oh my goodness. Well, we've nearly come to the end of the show. I think we should use these last few minutes, guys, to ask you, is there anything that you would like to ask us here at Lengro? Or perhaps while there's just the 2 of us on, is there a question that you've always wanted to ask my friend and colleague, Jac Tyler?
Oh, God, pressure.
Herself, anything about her at all? Do a question, and let's have a little interview on Jac at the moment for the last couple of minutes on the show. You may sit there and wonder, who is this lady? What does she do? And what is her life like? And the first person to comment, I will make Jac answer the question.
Thanks.
No pressure. Let's have a look. I'm going to change banners while I wait.
If you don't make me do a reading, we'll be all right.
Oh, I've done that before on shows. I think you dressed up as me as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did do a reading, didn't I? Yeah.
Michelle Hayes says how pretty you are as well. Well, I can tell you a secret as well, that Jac also belongs to a modelling agency, and you might have seen her face adorn various adverts, because she also does modelling as well. But that's not something you shout about, my beautiful friend, have you? Oh my goodness. How long have you known Claire? There you go.
Yeah, so I met you, it was about, how long were we doing Lengro? Just over a year. So it's just over 2 years.
Yeah.
So I met you the year before when I came for a reading, when you were on the seafront. And
Yeah.
we just clicked, didn't we? We just clicked, and we knew we'd be friends.
We clicked straight away, and we went from not knowing each other 2 years ago to me stealing Jac for Lengro magazine to now, if we don't text goodnight to each other, which turns into a whole competition, guys, let me tell you. Especially since Honeybee taught me how to sort of shine lights at Jac. We have to say who loves each other the most before we go to sleep. And she's probably the first person I text when I wake up in the morning as well. So
Probably because I'm the only person that's up from 5 o'clock in the morning. So
well, I know Sammy's got young kids to get up as well, so I become more set back as well before I give my verbal diarrhea of information to the gorgeous.
But Lydia says that she thought it would have been longer, but it actually feels like we've been friends, lifelong friends.
Yeah, I think what it is we've got so much in common, and over the time of our friendship, there's been so many things that we've discovered that were identical, from our fathers both having pancreatic cancer to all sorts of things as well.
Yeah.
But I do worry, though, that with Jac Tyler and I now being on the road and doing things together, that my only hope is that we do not end up like this.
If we've got Rose Pierce with us, we'll definitely be ending up like that.
But you're okay, because I don't drive anymore as well.
Yeah.
So I would love to have a friendship. Love you guys because you look so familiar as well. Oh, well, do you know what? The Lengro family is all about people that, as a gypsy, we like to steal people, not things, just people. And I chose family who are people who are like family to me and as good as family. And we brought some of the members to some of the Lengro family to the live pages, but we still keep in touch with all of the 21 faces who wrote for Lengro magazine. So you will, over the course of the next year and few years ahead, see Cherie popping on again. You'll see Kirsten come on. You'll see Rose, who I've known since I was 16, actually, tell me off. You'll see Jem keep me in order. And it is just like a typical family is. And
it's so incredible, isn't it, how all of us get on so well. You know, there isn't any there's no bitchiness. When you get a whole group of women together, it's usually like trouble, isn't it? But we're all so I don't know, we just get on so well, don't we? It's amazing. You've chosen these people, handpicked these people who just all get on really well.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, when you're following your dreams, the advice I've got for you in life is I follow my heart. And Lengro magazine was brought out of an impulsive decision where I realized in lockdown people needed support, and I didn't want to be sat at home doing nothing. And from that, the adventure's going on and on. And you know from talks that we've had, Jac, that we've got huge plans to entertain, to inform, to support, and to help all of the Lengro followers. And even the name Lengro was an idea of Mitch Jenkins that came from the name Lengro, and it's grown and grown. You know, we always say to you, don't we, live the Lengro life, and that's the belief that we're trying to pass on to all of you as well.
If people want to find out about the whole Lengro family, you just have to go onto Lengro Life Facebook page and follow that, because everybody writes on there and puts their, you know, little bits what they've been doing during the day and the week and things like that. So yeah, that's how you can meet the rest of the family.
Yeah, so make sure that you are following Lengro Life. And if you want to have a quick look at our journey, let me just show this to you guys, because this is how important our journey over the last year has been. Let's have a little look. This was our year. Have a look.
Oh, that's our Lengro family.
That makes me so emotional of the work that all 21 of us put in. But I promise you guys, you know, whether you're an old follower or a new one, we will never stop giving to you guys and supporting you as long as you want us, because my life is certainly richer for having all of you in it. So final word on that, Jac, from you.
Yeah, well, I just want to say that we are thinking about doing some meet and greets and doing some events in the future where, like, you can have an evening with the Lengro team, and we're bringing you lots of different things. So that's what we're working towards. So if you like that, then let us know, you know, and we'll organise that. So
there'll be theatre trips. We're even going to do a recce for you. Jac's taking me to see the Moulin Rouge musical. We're going to go around London, and we will be doing coach trips and all sorts of things. So if you've only just found us, stay with us. And if you're still here, I think the best is yet to come, don't you?
Absolutely.
All right. See you later, guys. Good night.
Bye. Thanks for watching.